Hi, everybody. Hi, Chris from Divine Key here to do Workout Wednesdays. Yay! It's Wednesday again, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Here we are at Divine Key, spelled QI. And today we're going to be talking about tools of the trade. So there's a lot of different tools, and I really wanted to just go over them quickly, just because there might be tools that you're not aware of. So I'm going to give it a couple minutes. It's not quite 10 o'clock. I always like to jump on early to make sure everything's working. Say hi to everybody. If you're watching this on replay, do hashtag replay so that I know it's replay. And feel free to comment. If there are anything that you want to know about, let me know in the comments, and I'll do it on an upcoming Workout Wednesday. So it's 10 a.m., official start of Workout Wednesdays. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. I'm Chris. This is Divine Key, spelled QI. And today for Workout Wednesday, we are going to talk about tools of the trade. And I just wanted to show you an overview of some of the things that I have, that I work with, and some of it I have for sale, some of it I don't. But I wanted to give you a quick overview of different things that you can use to tap into that spiritual muscle. So here at the Spiritual Gym at Divine Key, we are always talking about how can we work that muscle, that spiritual muscle. And spiritual can be tapped in so many different ways. It really depends on what's comfortable for you. I don't really think that there's a right or wrong way to use or to work with spirit. So the first thing, the very key thing here is that you have a connection to spirit, that you understand that there's a source that you connect to. And really, really important is that all of these things I'm going to show you today are just tools. So they're not sentient, they don't have a consciousness, they are just objects that you can charge with some energy of your own, and you use them to tap into a greater power. So you're not asking the tool the questions, and you're not getting the answer from the tool. You are just using it. It's like saying that the pencil writes the novel. That doesn't really happen. Of course, with the AI these days, you can say the computer does, but if you go back to a pencil and paper, the pencil is not the intelligence, and that's so important because the magic, it comes from you. You are the magician, and I just want to make sure that that's very clear. So let's start out with some basic stuff. There's so many things actually to talk about. I'm not even sure where to start, but I'm going to start out with the thing that's most that I've worked with probably the longest, which is tarot. And tarot is an old system of 78 cards. It was originally just for fun. So it wasn't used for divination or to work your spiritual muscle. Originally, it was used as like a game, like a parlor game. So I'm looking for a particular card because I think it's important, and these are not in order. So I want to show you. So bear with me 1 minute. There we go. So here's what I'm talking about. So we're talking about tarot. This is the traditional style of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is the radiant version of it in a tin. I love the tin versions because they're nice and small. I have small hands, so I really love having the smaller deck. But this is what I want to talk about. When I talk about that these are just tools, it really is encompassed in the Magician card. And if you can see, he has all the tools on the table. He has all four suits, the cup, the pentacle, the sword, and the wand. And the magic is him. He is the connector between spirit and manifesting on earth. And that's the message I want to bring forth today. That what I'm showing you are just tools that we as a human being, we embody the magic. And you have to believe that. You have to believe that you're the conduit to spirit. So one of the first tools, there's different kinds of decks you can work with. So the 78 card tarot is one way. And I'm just going to go through these. We're not going to talk about how to use them. That actually, if you're interested in that, I'm going to be opening up something exciting in the next week or so. Keep an eye out. Check my channel for that. And it's going to give you access to me on a regular basis and one-on-one ability to talk about this stuff. So if you're interested, keep an eye out for that. So some of the other cards that you can work with, the most common ones are tarot and then oracle. So this is a type of oracle that I have. It's the Mother Mary oracle. Now oracle, that just real quick, the differences are tarot is based on a specific 78 card structure that's well known and traditional, and oracles are usually based around a theme. They're usually less than 78 cards. And if you love something, you can probably find an oracle of some type that can help you gain insight using those things that you love. So tarot, oracle. Another method is astrology. So interestingly enough, a lot of the things that you have access to that is a tool, you can also find cards related to that. So I have astrology cards. So if you're wanting to learn astrology or you're wanting to dive into astrology, but you are kind of overwhelmed with the whole ephemeris and the houses and all of this, this deck might be helpful in helping you tap in and understand more about how astrology works. So this is a card deck around astrology. And one of the other things, just hold on 1 minute while I hop over here quick and get one more thing out to use here. Yeah, if I can find it in all my stuff. If you just hold on tightly. Let's see what we got going on here. Because there's so many things. Not that one. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Sorry about that you're looking at my back. I'm not sure where the thing is that I'm looking for, so I guess we'll skip that one for right now because I'm not sure where it's at. I don't seem to have access to it. So many pockets. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what I did with it, so we're just going to skip that for right now. Sorry about that. I'm back. You saw my back the whole time. Yeah. Okay. So that's half the time. So one of the other things that you can work with is through the Hindu Buddhist tradition, and that's mudras. So I also have a deck related to that, mudras, which this one's kind of interesting because this one is around awakening the 5 elements. So you got to love live streams, right? So you look at my back for like 5 minutes while I look for something. But here's mudras, and this is about how to use hand mudras. So I kind of really think this is cool. I'm tempted to open it to see it myself. But if you're interested in that Eastern philosophy, this might be a deck that's really useful for that. So those are different kinds of card decks. Then what you can get with that is, let's see, the next most favorite thing I like to work with is runes. So, runes are an ancient Nordic way of communication. It's written communication that's not based around the Latin version alphabet like we have. So this is a rune kit. This one actually has, it is actually wooden runes. So traditionally they were made out of wood, slices of wood, and it comes with a book to help explain it. So runes is another way that you can tap into the spirit connection. And with the runes, I have a lot of different kinds of runes because I enjoy runes and I teach them. So we have this kind, which are, these are opalite runes. I have, what else do I have in here? Oh, I have some labradorite ones, which are very pretty as well. I love labradorite. So these are flat labradorite ones. And then I have ones that are made from buffalo bone. which are pretty cool actually. And then I have a few that I actually made myself. So these are handmade by me, and they're just glass beads that I used a heat set kind of paint to make it permanent and create. This is a good starter deck because it's less expensive than the gemstone style. So I have these, and also if you like color, these glass runes are kind of fun because they come in different colors, and they're a good way to get familiar with the symbols and to work with them inexpensively. I have them available for when I teach classes. So runes is a way that you can tap into spirit. So one of the other ways to tap in is through pendulums. So I have a wide variety of pendulums. So these are some of the ones that I have. And pendulums are really great for tapping in. If you want a really quick yes/no answer for something, pendulums are a great way to do it. They basically tap into your subconscious. And so I have just plain crystal ones, and then I have a wide variety of crystals. And then speaking of crystals, crystals is another way to work with things. The stone itself has energy, and you can charge them with your own energy. I have some crystals. I don't have a wide variety of crystals. There are other places that have crystals available for sale, but I do have some. I have quite a few of these larger quartz crystals that have quite a lot of unique attributes to it. And then also along with crystals, there's scrying crystals. So a scrying crystal is polished on one side and you gaze into it. I have rose quartz, which is really soft energy, and I have clear quartz, which might give you a clearer sight into some insight. So these are really good for meditation. Meditation, another way to work with energy. And then finally, with crystals, you can do something like a crystal grid. So with crystal gridding, you take the crystals and you can set them as a purpose. So those are different types of ways that you can work with that. And when you talk about gridding, one of the things that, and crystals, one of the things I like to work in conjunction with crystals and gridding is Reiki. So I do teach Reiki. It's a method of laying of the hands for healing, but it can be used in so many other ways, clearing and manifesting and so many things. So check my website, www.divinekey.com, for all the upcoming classes that I teach. So that would be tarot, runes, pendulum, different variety of things, and then my Reiki classes, which are full day classes. So for each level, it is a full day. And if you're interested in Reiki, I'm working on a crystal Reiki class. So working specifically with crystals and Reiki. So that'll be upcoming soon. But yeah, so Reiki is another way to work with stuff. And then if we expand a little bit further out, then one of the key things too is smudging and clearing. That's important when you're working. So I always have Nag Champa. It's my favorite incense. It is my signature scent. And I usually use Palo Santo as well. And then other ways to connect to spirit is with candle magic. So candles, different colors can mean different things. And then you burn them, meditate with them. A lot of these work in conjunction with meditation. Now, it's not Zen meditation. It is just a process that you can use to help you connect. I use meditation in my Reiki classes. So meditation is pretty, like, if you're going to pick one thing, meditation is a really great one to start with. Then along with that, essential oils is another great way to work with energies. This one is a 7 chakra cleanse. So if you're feeling like, this is a local company, Urban's Edge, and these have crystals in them, and they're shaman blessed and Reiki charged. So these are a great way to do a quick connection, clearing of your energy. Infusers, doTERRA. I know a lot of people have doTERRA. So those are great ways to work with stuff. And then another great way to work with energy is with sound. So like, this is my singing bowl. I don't sell singing bowls at this time. I know there are other people who do. A lot of times they're crystal. This is a composite that has brass in it, but I just want to ring it quickly so you can get an idea of the sound of it. So the vibration that comes from anything like this, chimes, singing bowls, they're really great to work with to connect to spirit, to clear energies. And if we go to the Eastern philosophies, this is Feng Shui. So Feng Shui is something I've dabbled in. I'm not really great with it, but I do have some what they call Feng Shui remedies in my space. This is one of them. And this uses the Chinese coins, which are also used in the I Ching. Now, I don't have any loose coins. You can use American coins as well. But if you have some coins, you can use I Ching, which is another method to connect to spirit. And let's see, one of my favorite ways is through journaling. So I do have quite a few journaling supplies, and I use journaling in conjunction with all of my other methods. So I have different types of journals here. I have really inexpensive ones that you can get that are like a couple bucks, and then I have some really high end, really kind of expensive, fun leather journals that have like a real Remora type feel to them. So if you're into that, I love my leather journal. I do have that here. You can see this is my journal. It's a leather cover that I then put a regular journal in, but I like the leather cover because my journal always looks the same to me and I love the feel of it. Like it has my energy and I can put more than one journal in here. So I have the wider journal that I've got going on, and then I have like a dollar store insert here, and then I have extra papers. So I really like just the leather cover. I do sell those. So journaling is one way. And then along with that, one of the other things is behind me is art. I think people overlook this as a way to connect to spirit, but I do run a Java and journaling workshop occasionally. I have some fantastic art in my space from Joanne Landis and some other local artists. Joanne's is the majority of the art in my space. I have some of my own personal art. But when you look at the art, it is like working with a tarot card, or it's like working with any kind of oracle. You can get messages. There's a story. There's a story in every painting. So art is a really great way to connect to spirit. So this is a little bit longer. I covered a lot of stuff in a really short time, but throughout the weeks, I'm going to be focusing on individual things and going a little bit more in depth. And I do have something really special coming up that I'm going to be offering for people who want to connect on a regular basis and who want to dive deeper into each one of these tools. So thank you for joining me at the Divine Key Spiritual Gym as we talk about tools of the trade on this Workout Wednesday. And if you want to find out more about me and my classes or to purchase anything, most of those links are out at www.divinekey.com, and key spelled QI, my force energy. So welcome to join me there at my website. And thank you. Thank you very much for coming by to see me. And if you found this of value, please like it because that does help boost the algorithms for technology. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Be well. Thank you. Bye.